Okay. Hello. June 12th, 2024. My 23rd birthday. To my fellow free being, this is the beginning of the end of it. Know that I am a witness to the life expressing itself through you. It's beautiful. If a stone were to drop, we would know the gravity needed to pull it down to its soil, just by seeing it. We are the process of erosion. It meets itself in 1,000 forms. We are infinite expressions of the source. Time ago, mind asked the wind, "Why does the wind blow?" It replied, "To give life. Life is a magician, a keeper of secrets." Time ago, mouth ate a raw nettle leaf, picked it with fingers, its brittle thread with a cotton blanket wrapped around thumb and finger. Its translucent fang pierced tongue and lump of wet meat inside mouth pulsed with a painful pleasure. Below, these souls walk bare on rock and stone, carving new futures with every graze of each foot mound. Eyes noticed, time ago, that in the womb of a watermelon, the bit between the pink and the green, small fleshy veins grow, like plant roots shooting into soil. This being has veins laced with water sugar, like that of the human species. As these hands held up the dribbling slice, the trees and fish swam round fingers telling tales in unspoken languages. Always look up. Time ago, life sat in the nook of the mountain's armpit. Her fascination with blood arose as the point of her knuckle fleshed itself upon the inside of the hollow trunk of a tree. She felt it whisper to her, like the piercing sound of the birds, as if a nail were scratching at her brain. Its ageful timelessness kept her in its belly for as long as her body told her to stay. She rocked from side to side, side to side, side to side, picking loose moss from its brittle skin, a skin that was wrinkled, layered, and blushed with rose and amber. Stones crept up in front of her legs, laying tracks laid down before her. It waited for her. It waited for her and the creep of her slow footsteps as they trailed one by one. They wait for us. I would say that I miss you, but that would imply that presence is not fully with me. It is. And that physical distance is an objective reality. It is not. I know it is the same for you. We are together on the planes of that matter. And so there is no time that we are really apart. Happy day of birth to this form that currently holds you. Your expression of life is a pleasure to observe and be privy to. May our souls evolve eternally, in parallel, but never crossing. Words have left me. Truth, life, presence, and love. Leaf being. Below is an organism from a series called The Brain as an Organ of Mind. I drew for you. Through these current eyes, it represents complete connectivity from cellular to cosmic, complete oneness in all micro and macro organisms. Deep gratitude fills me as I write this. I love you. I've read this a lot of times now. Like most good poetry, or most complex and picking writing, it's necessary to read a few times before you truly understand, before the resonance hits in all of the directions that it's possible to hit. What you gifted to me is pure magic. I have a page in my book that I printed on with blue pea flower tea. And I've been saving it. I've almost written on it many times, but I've been saving it for something really special. And I've thought to myself so many times, you'll know when it comes. Don't just write on it. If you half know, you'll know. And as soon as I read the first few lines of this, I knew. So I wrote down your words in my book so I can keep them without looking at my phone. And I interpreted the drawing that you drew. Yeah, I looked at it while I drew, but I let myself do my own thing at the same time. So I have a page here now that will travel with me with no phone needed. And here is the drawing. Yeah. What a birthday present. I'm filled with gratitude. And your writing, it touches me in the same place that my favourite things I've ever read in my life touch me. Really. It's pure art. There is this book that someone very special gave to me. And I want to read to you a section of it. The book is called The Prophet. The part I will read to you is the prophet answering about marriage. Then Al-Mitra spoke again and said, "And what of marriage, master?" And he answered, saying, "You were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the white wings of your death scatter your days. Aye, you shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress tree grow not in each other's shadow." I like it a lot. And I like the rest of this book a lot as well. So I made this video because this is how I wanted to respond to you. I'm doing well. I'm happy. I'm at peace. I'm challenging myself so much. And I'm learning every day. I'm experiencing life with full force. And I'm so grateful. Yesterday on my birthday, I ate food, read Siddhartha, laid in the grass, swam in the river, woke up in the middle of the forest. Wow, yeah, my last days have been interesting and wonderful and challenging and wild. And full. This is my little shrine I made for my birthday yesterday. It stayed. I like this part especially. Cherry pips and peach corn. And we have a leaf from Pushkar and various different things that reside in my treasure box. And this beautiful lichen from the mountains in Nepal, and magic rock from the mountains in Nepal. Yes, mushrooms from various places. This one's from the rainbow, this one's from Pokhara in Nepal. Feather from the garden, from the chickens that are running around here. whom I love with all my heart. There's another one. And yes. Yes. I love you. I love you so much. What you wrote me has wow, it's like we haven't spoken and you've written things to me like exactly truth. Like it's deeply for me what you've written, like deeply. It tickles me on every part that is possible. Yeah, it's incredible. And I'm so deeply grateful. Thank you. Really. I love you. With all of my body, with all of my soul, with 10 of my toes and 10 of my fingers, with my nose, the hairs on the back of my neck, my womb, my ovaries, my belly, the soles of my feet, the tips of my fingers, the lobes of my ears, the pink of my lips, the white of my teeth, the flesh of my tongue, the taste that fills my mouth when I chew a date. The sensation that my skin feels when I jump into cold water. The softness of my eyelashes. The coarseness of my brows. The breath that fills my lungs. And the deepness that fills my belly. And the silence that I listen to with all of my heart. I love you. Thank you.